Hi, lovelies. Hi, you guys. Hi, you guys. How's everybody doing? Are you guys doing okay? I know it's been a couple weeks, at least two. Hi, you guys. I'm back, bitches. And you guys want to know the surprise. I know this probably seems like a whole bunch of hype, all right? But I couldn't say anything. We got a house. We got a fucking house. For those of you that are like, so the fuck what? Well, try searching for a home for 40 years and tell me that it's not a big fucking deal. Tell me that it doesn't change your entire fucking life. I'm just trying not to cry, okay? Get it together, sir. I can't stop crying. It's all happy tears. I'm just... everything that happened with it was so fast, and our realtor, if you guys are in the Frederick area, please look up Eric Verdi. He is absolutely fucking amazing, hands down, just a good human being, and just amazing at what the fuck he does. If you're in the Maryland area and you need somebody, please check him out. He is on another level. I think their business is Impact Real Estate. They're amazing. They fought so hard for us in our house. It's just another level. So again, that's why I was saying I believe that miracles happen. Like, this is the most incredible shit to me. Guys, can I also say too, have you guys had this experience in your life as well, where it's like, you just know that if something happened for you, that other things would fall into place. And it's just, I knew the moment that I got my house and I got my home, that everything else would start falling into place for me. The other things that are really important to me for my life, you know? And so it's already happening. It's incredible. So I'm like over cloud 503. It's really good. Okay. I like that cloud. I'm on it right now. But also we got a fixer fucking upper. All right, so we gotta buckle down and do this. So I know I'm probably gonna continue to be a little all over the place. Hopefully our move-in date, because again, we got to get work done before we can actually move into this spot, is going to be, get this, Halloween, okay? And get this too, the high school that my son's going to be going to, their colors are going to be orange and black. It's insane. It's kind of perfect. Also, he's the same mascot that I was at my high school, with totally different high schools. It's just, it's cool. A lot of the synchronicity and the cool things that have been happening with this, especially around numerology and just signs from spirit. It's just, when I tell you guys that spirit is listening, and if you work with energy consciously, that miracles occur, I motherfucking mean it, okay? So, those of you that don't know me, welcome to that long introduction, okay? These are the incredible things that are going on for me right now. Just wild fucking shit, and who knows what else is coming, because every week it feels like something beautiful and new and insane is occurring. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, and I'm your local weirdo, y'all, all right? Some of my nicknames are the Duchess of Donuts, the Cussmouth Angels, as well as the Tarantino of Tarot. So if you guys don't like cussing, you may want to move along, little doggy, okay? It's going to be a lot of F-bombs up in here. It's just the way that I like to talk, and it's the way that I feel. There's nothing that a good placed F-bomb can't enunciate or pronounce or like underscore. Just, I'm an Aries, y'all. I feel it in my nips, all right? I gotta be able to talk from a heart, okay? And there's just a lot of F words in there. Bear with me, all right? This, if you've never been here before, this is where I pull 3 piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards, but first I talk a little something I lovingly refer to as astrofuckery. This is my way of continuing to learn astrology until I can get into a good teacher, and take some, classes to get like a real certification here. One of the things I hope to be in life, among my many other titles, is astrologer. Okay, so we're working towards that. In the meantime, guys, this is my little thing I call astrofuckery. So usually I talk about 2 things during the week. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I know for a lot of my followers here, you guys are just looking for the nitty gritty. What's the rundown? Okay, give me the rundown so I can live my best life. So guys, this week we have a full moon in Aries. I think it's on Friday. Okay, so she coming. All right, whatever the 29th is, that day, the full moon in Aries, she be coming. Listen, Aries, I'm an Aries, so we're a little out there. All right, we're loud, we're proud, we're warriors. We jump headfirst into stuff, not always thinking. We get excited about new stuff, initiating things, starting stuff up, coming up with ideas, especially creative ideas, and getting things rolling. Aries isn't always known the best for like following through with stuff or, finishing things. They really love that beginning, initial joy, excitement, rush of energy, rush of love, rush of all the good stuff that shows up at the beginning of stuff. And so they are the initiator. They're the champions. If you would ask me, I'm just saying, of the zodiac. All right. If you need somebody to go to war with, grab yourself a fucking Aries, and get ready, because go big or go home. All right. If you came to win a battle, my good friend, we're about to win a whole fucking war. All right. So with this full moon in Aries coming up this week, there's going to be an emphasis on, or a highlight on, I think, the ways in which, like, we're initiating, or what's important to us, like initiating things that are important to us. How are we starting up things? And with this full moon, it does talk about a closing of some kind of chapter here. There's a culmination happening. And so maybe we're kind of taking stock of the ways in which we've initiated things this year, the ways in which we started stuff. Maybe, again, new things are starting for us. Something's closing. Something new is beginning. We're planting new seeds here, which is usually reserved for the new moon, you know, but I just feel like this one, and especially Aries here at the forefront, this is brand new stuff. This is starting up new again. Maybe even here there's a chance to, like, reignite or put some passion or some energy into something that maybe was dying, or maybe dead, or maybe lost or off into the wilderness. Okay. And so maybe we've got a couple of these themes coming up. I also want to say too, that Chiron is also in Aries right now. And guys, just a short little thing with Chiron, this is our wound. Okay. This is like core wounding. And with Aries, Chiron being in Aries right now, again, this is around some kind of core wounding, the first initial wound, maybe too around like our parents or caretakers. There's something going on here that's bringing to a highlight for us. Maybe some pain here, maybe in ways in which that stopped us from initiating things that we know we got to start or take care of or talk about or deal with. Guys, remember too, we're still in Libra season. So there's going to be themes of justice, balance, truth, and fairness. Like, we're going to be, I think this week, and especially just because we just moved into Libra season 2, there's going to be this balance between seeking justice, maybe for some of these first initial wounds that happened to us, maybe seeking justice for ourselves so that we don't continue a cycle or continue to do the same fucking thing that's been going on. Maybe we're noticing something that keeps showing up over and over and over again, and we're saying, hey, there's a root back to my childhood. There's a root back to a core, or the very first pain, or the very first hurt. Maybe too, for some of you guys, you've been feeling like it's been hard for you guys to push through an obstacle, to work through stuff. Are we going to the root core of that issue? Or are we just dealing with the surface bullshit? Because a lot of times, listen, Libra will try to keep the peace. They will try to keep the peace for as much as they can. They will do what the fuck they can. But Aries will not. Aries will not keep the peace, all right? So I think that there's also something this week about, like, do I say something or do I not? And again, with that initial kind of wound here, maybe talking to us in the background, or saying to us in the, you know, maybe speaking to us in a way, or maybe there's somebody else's voice coming through from our childhood here that has been holding us back from starting things, for going after what's really important. Something that's been holding us back from being our full selves, or from going like headstrong, or, you know, fucking feet first into something that's really been speaking to our soul. I also want to say too, Venus and Uranus are in the mix at this full moon, y'all. All right. And they're squaring it up. Usually square means dukes up. They're fighting. They're at odds with something. Now, whenever Venus and Uranus are in the mix, this is going to talk about what we care about, our relationships. Libra season's also that time too. Okay. But Venus talks about our relationships. It also talks about what we value, what we find beautiful, our money too. Okay. So I feel like with Venus and Uranus in the mix here, there might be a shock here around what we value, what we love, or there might be a switch up, a change for some of us. I kind of feel like with Aries here too, there might be we might throw ourselves for a loop around what we're initiating, what we're starting. Maybe we have learned from this retrograde season, with Venus being retrograde, with Mercury being retrograde. Both of those planets are direct. Thank you, baby Jesus. All right. And so maybe what did we learn from that time? What has changed for us now? What do we actually value? And how can we either link that back to ourselves and take care of our needs to bring back the balance? Or how can we go out into our relationships and balance out whatever the fuck's going on here, or maybe even around our money, whatever we value? How are we either welcoming in to find the balance, or how are we going back out into the world to rebalance, restructure, rework some of these things so they actually fucking work for us? God bless. I just think this full moon's going to be loud. All right. It's going to be loud. You might get a literal or a metaphorical headbutt, okay, on something that's important, or maybe that you haven't been paying attention to. Maybe something so loud that we can't look away from it now. And again, guys, look for ways that we can go back to the core root. We can't stay surface level here. And again, I know I was saying that like Libra kind of likes to keep it surface level because it's easier there. We can keep everybody peaceful in that space. But sometimes some situations, some things that occur need us to go deeper. And so I'm saying to you, maybe here too this week, maybe a theme for this week, your vulnerability is your fucking power. If you want to find the balance again, maybe it's time to be vulnerable about something. Maybe for some of us, we have to give up something to have that ending. Okay, so that we can start over again here. Or for whatever this is highlighting, maybe we have to take that first initial step into finding that balance, finding that truth, saying that truth, or taking that first initial step towards what it is our truth or what we value now. And whatever chaos is thrown in the mix this week, the best that you fucking can, go with the flow. Okay? Look, I'll say this about Aries. We don't like hearing no very much. We will find the fuck our way around, through, punch, kick, fart. We can do what we got to do to get that yes. Okay? So if there's something here that you're ready to let go of, something here that you're ready to initiate, don't take no, especially from yourself. And especially if you feel like you're ready, or you're ready to bust through and let go of some of this stuff. Maybe this is just a really good full moon for letting things go that have been holding you back from starting your fucking life the way that you see fit. Find that balance, babes. And don't be afraid of vulnerability. This will literally set you free. And the people that can't meet you there, they say it's too much or what, then they just aren't your people. At some point, you have to love yourself more than your fear of being by yourself. You hear me? All right. I love you guys. I hope that's helpful. Hope to God it even made sense. Who knows? All right. Just let me know. Middle fingers for no, caw for yes. Let me know how the astrology for the week is going for you too, okay? All right, you guys, if you're into it, follow me to the next screen. I'm going to be pulling 3 piles of cards. Choose any and all that you're drawn towards. Fucking trust yourself, okay? And then I'm going to yell at you, okay? I'm just going to yell at you. I'm going to cackle at you. We're going to talk about string cheese and Bigfoot and all the good stuff too. Because guys, again, I'm your local weirdo, witchy person that just, I don't know. We're here for it. I'm grabbing my cards. All right, and guys, this week, if you're interested, again, I'm working with the Somnia Tarot. This is like my favorite deck of all time, okay? All right, guys, see you in a second. Shit, number 1. Let's fucking talk about it. All right. Hi. All right, your first card is it's a court card, and you got the King of Wands. Talk about this, fool. In a second. You got another court card. You got the Page of Coins. Talk about him in a second. And then finally you got a Major Arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. Y'all got the motherfucking star. Woo! Hootie fucking who. So listen, card pile number 1. Your card pile... Why did I say that so weird? Your card pile this week involves people. Okay. In relationship season, in Libra season. So, oh, shit, I just dropped the card. Fuck it. I'm not bending over because I don't get paid enough to do that. This is free, okay? You guys got to pay extra for that. Anyways. I'll have to open an OnlyFans for that one. In the meantime... The King of Wands. Sorry, I don't have the image in front of me to show you. Whatever. He's gone to the floor now. All right. Maybe too that's symbolic for some of you guys. Maybe for some of us this week, we're dealing with a fire energy figure. The King of Wands here is usually Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They're going to have them in their top 3 placements. Innermost planets are heavy fire placements within the chart here. This guy's a little all over the place. He is a very bright light. He's very charismatic. He's a leader. This is a guy that everybody knows. He knows everybody. He's the connector. If you need something or somebody, he's kind of the one to go to. He'll get you hooked up. He's got the connections. He's the social butterfly. Him and the king. Well, I wouldn't say the King of Swords is a social butterfly per se. If you guys read the tarot at all. But I would say the air signs are probably a close second for social, the butterflies. such a butterflies, but this guy is it, man. Community is really important to him. His family is very important to him. I think protecting and taking care of them. For a lot of these guys too, they might have a background being a police officer, a firefighter, maybe military, working for the government in some way, shape, or form, protecting and serving in some way, shape, or form, park ranger. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really, protecting and serving, or they really take their job protecting and serving, their people. Really fucking seriously. But again, this more is like the energy around, like, you got to take this week. This is more about stepping into your power, saying what the fuck you got to say, being that charismatic leader that you're being called to be. Maybe networking more this week and really talking to people. But if this is about an individual, traditionally, this is a male your age or older showing up on the scene. This could be a father figure. This could be a love interest. This could be your brother. This could be some guy that you exchange farts with in the fucking elevator. Do you know what I mean? So just pay attention for that fire element guy this week. This could even be a boss or somebody that's important here. I do want to say we can find him in positions of authority. He doesn't do well being told what to do, even though he might have a military background, okay? But he doesn't like being told what to do. This guy's got to work for himself. He's got to initiate. He's got to self-start. He's a firecracker. That's for fucking sure. There's that. He's also incredibly future-oriented. Sometimes it's difficult for him to be here in this moment. He's also one that doesn't like to hear no. He's going to find his way to fucking hear yes, all right? So sometimes we do have to have strong boundaries with this character. If we've told this person no multiple times, maybe we have to, a little grace and space this week to be like, if you come any closer, my heart's got teeth, all right? So you better watch the fuck out, bruv. All right. Second card you got is the Page of Coins. And so I can show you this one, Page of Coins here. This is, it's Pentacles, okay? And so it's the Earth element. With pages here, it's going to talk about somebody younger. Traditionally, pages talk about females, but if you guys notice, it looks like it could be a male. It's got a beard. Look, I'm not here to judge, all right? I don't know about you guys, but I hit 40 and some new hairs have been coming through my chin. There's that. So I possibly could, be seen as the Page of Coins. Who knows at this point? But I want to say that traditionally here, the Page of Coins is a female, but don't worry about gender with the pages and the knights for the most part. The pages here also, this court card talks about somebody younger coming on the scene. So usually this is like a teenager, young adulthood kind of person. So this could be talking about a child of yours or a child that's important to you. With the Page of Coins here though too, this can even talk about like information or messages coming in. And with Pentacles, this is around what we value, what we're investing in, money, maybe what we're constructing. If you notice, there's like a hole here that he's digging. This is also the card of like discovery of wealth. All right. And so maybe too connected with this male this week, there's a possibility, and we'll get to that in a minute, like the deeper aspects of it. But the Page of Coins here, maybe there's an older male and a younger male that we're dealing with this week. Maybe it's a husband and a son. Maybe even too, at the Page of Coins, this can even talk about, I have found this shows up around education as well too. So maybe we're thinking about taking a class, getting a certification. This card is just like, the message comes in this week that you can afford it, you're worthy. Let's go do this. Excuse me. Let's go get the information or learn here, or really just kind of dig deeper, find that information that you're fucking looking for. Okay. I like the Page of Coins though. This is a pretty innocent, loving kind of energy. It's pretty sweet. We're just really headstrong. We're ready to jump in, do things, initiate stuff. Let's get things done. Now coins, they take for fucking ever, okay? And so this message may have been on wait. Maybe we've been waiting for a message here, either around work or around home and family, maybe around like literally building a building or something, or maybe something that we value here, maybe like literally investments. And then finally, we've got a major arcana card. The Star is like my absolute fucking one of my favorites. The Star is like, the theme always comes up for me. It's like healing, healed, healer. And so there's really something really important happening with this, where it's like, we've got this goal ahead of us. And if you think about stars in the sky, we look up towards these stars and like, it's something we got to reach towards, but it's still kind of far away. And so the Star can kind of talk about like starting this healing journey, and maybe giving it the grace and the space and the time that it needs in order for this thing to happen, allowing yourself to go on this journey, because that's what the fuck it is. This isn't like a weekend, inclusive, like, we're going to go to Jamaica and heal our souls. Babes, I fucking wish, are you kidding me? I'd be at the front of every fucking line if that was the jam. But whenever the Star comes up, it's saying, guess what, cutes patoots? We got to go on a healing journey. It's time. We've got to face ourselves. We've got to say yes to this. We've got to undertake it. Maybe we've been putting it off for a while. Maybe we've been scared of it. Maybe we don't know how to handle it. We're freaked out by it. But healing is being called upon here. And like, We've got to answer this. We've got to answer this, okay? So it might feel difficult. It might feel like you're leaving people behind. It might feel, listen, this card also comes right after the Tower, okay? So maybe it has felt like things have exploded or imploded or everything just, I don't know. Or maybe whatever chaos might show up this week, it just kind of feels like maybe something was taken away here, all right? But with the star here, it's saying that we're going on this really important healing journey. And what I find most important with this card is like, this is about our hopes and our wishes. So make a wish. This bitch is going to come true. Are you ready to do the work in order to reach this? You know what I'm saying? Okay. The star also stands for the number 17. So look for these themes to come up around the 17th of a month. Since we're past that in September, I would say around October 17th, or 1 + 7 = 8. There's going to be a reference back to the month of August with this card. Now, because these are court cards, they don't really have dates on them per se. I would say fire sign probably stands for the spring. And then I would give earth element, man, I would give earth element either, I would give them the fall time, maybe here, okay? So I'm looking at spring and fall time, the transitional seasons. Now, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, I would definitely say this is a yes, especially if we're deciding to go on a healing journey here and really decide what we want for ourselves, and maybe we're ready to go back to school in some way, shape, or form. Maybe there's an important male here that's going to help finance or fund this for us, or help us find the funding that we need in order to make this happen. I would say the only way this would be a no this week is if you're still sticking your head in the sand, you don't want to go on the healing journey, or you don't want to face yourself in some way, shape, or form, or take initiation or action on something, especially around your healing this week. Number one, then don't fucking touch it. Don't do it, because that's what's going to be called for you this week, is to look at your own healing, what you're doing towards it, and these other important figures that are here, or the actions you got to take around it. All right. So this is around love and chaos is what I wanted to say. Okay, with the male figure here, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, man, I would say, man, we might be talking, maybe if some of you guys are married or we're in committed partnerships, or maybe we work really well with an ex or something, we got a kid here. We may be talking about school this week, what we're investing, what we're doing. Maybe this is just about like getting money for one of the kids' clothing or something. Do you know what I mean? Like uniform or books or something. We might have to have a talk this week around this important male figure, around our kid education and how we're financing, taking care of things, how are we splitting things up. I think it's really important. I think it's also going to show for some of you guys this week, for that resonates, look how far you've come, okay? Just in terms of like the way that you're able to communicate, get across what's important. You're standing up and initiating maybe this talk that's important this week so that we can get this thing done. Maybe we also too, if some of you guys are divorced or it's been difficult here, again, look at the healing journey that you've been able to take so that you could be here and talk about this and take care of your kid, like making your kid the most important figure, not this guy or the issues that we have between us. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, let gender be fluid with this. So if, you know, that makes sense, but, you know, your partner's a female, you get the jam. All right. For some of you guys around love and relationships this week, I think with the King of Wands here, maybe that important figure might be making a decision around what he wants to invest in. And we might be getting an investment here this week in his own healing. Some important male figure here, maybe a father figure again. This is around like love. Maybe our partner here is saying yes, finally, to their fucking healing. God bless. And again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we're going to have them in our top 3 placements, our sun, moon, rising, innermost planets. I'm looking at Mercury, Venus, or Mars, or heavy fire placements in the chart. Or if the personality just sounds like that, okay? Like that person. But yeah, I think that they're ready to invest in themselves. I think they're ready to go on a healing journey here. And that might be like a nice reprieve for some of you guys that have maybe been trying to push somebody in that direction, or let them know that like, hey, you got to go this direction. Somebody's choosing themselves and they're healing this week. Interesting. For some of you guys this week around love and relationships, for the men that are listening to this, we might be having to show either at work, we'll get to that in a minute. This is around like love and relationships. Again, you might be investing in yourself and your healing this week. We might be investing in a son or a son figure, a younger kid here, maybe even a female with the page here. Maybe we're also investing in the healing aspect for a kid as well, that maybe we got to spend money on a child here to get the support, help, love that they need. Okay. Maybe therapy is needed here. This could even be like literal physical healing, or maybe just getting some kind of life-giving procedure so that we can fucking heal. Okay. That's so interesting. Okay. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to all the categories now. Sorry. Love and relationship, though. I think for most of you guys, we're either dealing with education around a kid this week. How are we investing? How are we doing this? Look how far we've come. And with the star here, especially around the kid or around the important male figure here, don't be afraid to make a wish this week, okay? Around what you want within this connection or how we're investing in it. And let that be the guiding light, not the fears, not the worries, not the other bullshit. And also with the Page of Coins, take your fucking time with this relationship. There is no rushing here, okay? This is around work and career, you guys. I would say, again, there's an important male figure here. Maybe this is a mentor that we're looking up to. Maybe we need to go to a networking thing this week. We need to invest either in, maybe there's an important male that might be working with us, or we might be trying to work with someone here. Again, those fire elements here with the King of Wands. Maybe it's time to invest so that we can get up on their level or to work with them in some way, shape, or form. The star here says that this is something that we've wished and hoped for, and we're finally able to start on that journey, okay? Some of you guys might be waiting for funding to come in. Please know that I feel like it's going to be coming in, all right, around the 17th. And again, there's a call back to the month of August with that. This really is about what you're investing in, what you find most important. There's going to be a message this week around what you've been investing into. And I think this is also going to be helping towards getting into a better space, healing yourself here, maybe even getting to a space where you're able to turn around and help others heal as well too. So for some of you guys that are actual healers or working on that type of modality, please continue to keep investing in yourself. There's something important here. So either around your own actual healing and or going into the healing arts. Fuck yes. Also look for a star as a defining sign and symbol this week, okay? To know that you're on the right track, doing the right things at the right time. And that goes for any and all the categories. For health, there might be an important male this week that we might have to invest again in their health. Maybe this is a father figure. We just have to figure out where to get him, where to put that money. For some of you guys, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but some of the father figures might have dementia, Alzheimer's, or some kind of Parkinson's. Something going on mentally. I don't know why I'm picking that up. There's no swords here. But we're trying to figure out where we can best invest for this man so that he can heal or get the support that he needs. Maybe getting him into a home or facility to best get the support and the nursing care that he deserves. That's not an easy choice, y'all. I know it's not. And again, we're looking around the 17th or a callback to the month of August. Some of you guys need to go in and get your motherfucking skin checked. With these coins, you guys know now that what that means for me. Like, if you've been following me for a hot minute, so go get your skin checked, go get freckles checked, get your fucking skin checked. For some of you guys, you need to go get your eyes checked, okay? Go get your eyes checked, make sure everything's okay there. Anything else for health? This is a good week to invest in it. And so that means going and getting that therapy, going into the doctor and getting your skin checked out, making sure that the brain, the head, the eyes, the ears, everything's okay in the space and in the head, okay? Go and get everything checked out. I think you're going to be okay. Do you hear me? We got to start on this journey, though. We got to start it now. The time's going to pass anyways. Get it fucking done. Guys, for anything else, this is I really think about this week for you guys is about either taking that initial action and getting something done here and starting to invest in your own healing or investing in a relationship here so that you guys can heal maybe and get to a better place too. Especially if this has to do around a child. Oh my God, yes, please absolutely invest in the child. In any way, shape, or form this week. Invest in your healing, invest in family, invest in home. All of that is 2 thumbs up. Remember, this is going to take time. Have patience. Fucking make a wish. It's going to come true. Okay? And now we're working with better players, new people, new situations. Whatever the fuck's happening here, the star is giving us an opportunity to heal through this and get to that next fucking space. So say yes to it. You fucking got this, okay? Yeah, guys, anything else this week? Just say yes to your healing. Say yes to the miracles. Believe in miracles again, or maybe it's time to put a wish out loud so that we can manifest this bitch into the real world. Give it the time and the patience that it needs in order for it to manifest, and do what you can in the meantime. You guys fucking got this. Hit card pile number 2. Let's fucking talk about it. All right, your first card. Woo! Your first card is a major arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major moving forward. You got the death card. I know. Hold on. Please don't freak out yet. Just hold on. Next card you got is another major arcana card. You got temperance. Hootie fucking who. And then finally, you got the 3 of coins. So let's fucking talk about it. So guys, major arcana cards, again, they talk about major change, major evolution, major moving forward. Guys, when you guys, listen, when we get death, look, this is a hard card and it freaks everybody out because they're like, oh my God, am I going to die? Is somebody going to die? Listen, the odds of that happening are insanely low. Traditionally, the death card talks about transition. I pulled this for people getting married. And you're like, oh my God, did someone die? No. But she had to let go of her old life. She had to let go of her maidenhood, if you will, to move into motherhood or marriage. Do you know what I'm saying? And so there had to be a death here, a letting go of that old life so that she could step into literally getting a new name, getting a new family, the whole 9 yards. And so how could that not be a death in and of itself? Do you know what I'm saying? So I just want to stay here with death. Again, we're going to take it. Of course, I've had my foot in my mouth saying that. And the person I read for was like, I'm actually dying. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then it does come through as actual death. So we're going to deal with that this week. But for the most part, death is really talks about like this transition space, or like where we let something go. We grieve something. This is not an easy card. We're grieving it. This is hard. Y'all, when I moved from Maryland to Portland all those years ago, especially if you guys, again, have been following me for a minute, like, I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I was so pumped. And I cried about half the trip over there because we drove there. I was devastated, leaving the people that I loved and my connections, the family that I talked to, the friends that I had, you know what I mean? Like, the space I had known my whole fucking life. Was I ready to fucking go and to heal and to have a new experience? 110. But I was still a sad bitch halfway there. Okay? But I had to grieve and let go of a lot of stuff on the way out there. So again, it's just a reminder that it's like, there's going to be a little death here. But whatever happens, I feel like it's always for the best. And the reason I'm saying that is because we got fucking Temperance. Anytime Temperance shows up, she's going to talk about the balance. And so what is that balance? And so maybe for a lot of us lately, especially if you've got card pile number 2, you've had a lot of death lately. And so letting go of things, maybe actual deaths in the family and friends, and like huge situations coming in, massive things leaving our life. So it's been a huge space of transition. And so with Temperance here, it's actually saying to you that like, this is spirit led. Whenever I have Temperance show up, it's really talking about literally spirit coming through. And it's also talking about like these situations coming through to literally bring balance. And so maybe we've got to let something go here in order to find balance again. Okay, let's see how many more times I can say balance. Also too, the death stands for the number 13. So look for these themes to come up around the 13th of a month. Also 1 plus 3 equals 4. I'm referencing back to the month of April. Temperance stands for the number 14. So I'm looking towards the 14th of a month. 1 plus 4 equals 5. So I'm looking to the month of May. April and May were important. So we'll be the 13th and 14th probably of October. Then finally, guys, the 3 of coins. This is cooperation. This is teamwork. This is getting together and working with others towards a goal. Recognizing that we can't do this all by our fucking selves. Again, it's going to take a while because it's coins. And so it takes a hot fucking minute for this thing to roll, or everybody needs to get on the same page, or everybody needs to know we're working with each other, or we all need to have that goal that we're all cognizant of. Do you know what I mean? So that we can all move together to make this thing happen. Again, it's teamwork. I see the 3 of coins too can even talk about just like a third person being involved or having to pull in a third person kind of situation, or maybe this involves 3 people kind of feel to it. All right. Also, too, with the number 3 here, there's going to be a reference to the 3rd of a month, and I'm going to be referencing back to the month of March. So I'm looking at March, April, May. This is interesting, y'all. Card pile number 2. Something happened here that we're finally getting a death on and a release on. All right? And so the balance can come back, and we can actually work in cooperation with others, or maybe just ourselves again. There's that. Or maybe just working with spirit. All right, let's get into it. If I was looking for a yes or no this week, what would this card pile say? I would say this card pile would be a definite yes, around maybe cooperation, working with others, letting spirit guide something that maybe died or blew up here, okay? Or if you don't know another action to take on something or to heal something, maybe asking spirit to go ahead of you to take care of the situation so that you can, and then guide you along the way so that we can figure this the fuck out. I would say it'd be a no this week if you're trying to just do the same old thing that you've been doing, or if you're trying to cling to the past, or if you're trying to do something by yourself. This could be a very hard week. Okay? Just telling you. I'm just telling you. Around love and relationships. Who doggies? This can stand for a couple different things. This can make me feel around love and relationships that maybe there was a death here to a partnership. And it's just felt like the balance was off. But I do want to say for some of you guys this week, there's another person that's coming in, okay? Hold on, though. Is this just the same old? That's what I want to say to some of you guys. This another person that's showing up, or we just, what's that song? I fucking love this song. It's a great song. Rihanna covered it. Tame Impala did it. New person, same old situation, or something like that. Like that song where it's just like, I'm in love. I'm doing the same things I've always done. I'm stupid. I never learn. Do you know what I mean? So I think for some of you guys this week, just make sure that you're not repeating an issue, repeating a mistake, returning back to the scene of a crime, or choosing some type of situation over and over and over again, even though the players might be different. Careful of that this week. Let something that's dead be gone. Do you know what I mean? Or I would say around love and relationships this week, is there a way to come back to the table after something's died and been let go of here? Is there a way to come back to the table and find the balance again so we can work in cooperation? What is the major theme that we need to focus on? And maybe that's finding that balance, tempering ourselves, literally dealing with our temper this week. Okay. But when you think about tempering, like a sword or something, you're making it stronger. And so when I temper something, I heat it up very, very hot so it gets malleable. Then I take a hammer and I fucking wail on this thing until it actually strengthens it. Okay. So I think that temperance also too this week tells you about like sometimes things got to get stupid and ugly and dumb. You know, death comes along and takes something away, and we got to find our sea legs again. We got to find our balance. And so I think maybe also this week is kind of saying, you know, around love and relationships, if we've lost something important here, and maybe this was like, oh, this is interesting. For some of you guys, this is actually somebody that we love, we miss. Do you know what I mean? Our loved one is gone. Maybe back in March, April, May, we lost somebody that was really fucking important. I think, listen to me, by October 3rd, you should be receiving a sign and signal from your loved one in spirit. I really fucking mean that. And so I feel like this is also saying, for some of you guys, don't be afraid to work with your loved one in spirit. How many times, guys, until I go blue in the face, how many times do I tell you a week? Work with your loved ones in spirit, consciously watch as miracles occur. And I mean that. This card combination says to me, work with your loved ones that are dead in spirit. Okay? So that we can find the balance, rework things here so that we can work in better cooperation. Just because your loved one is passed on to the next, if you believe that consciousness continues or that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, is it possible to work with that energy that still could be out there? Okay? So I'm just saying to you guys, call on your loved ones in spirit, work with them consciously, be a team together, work as a team together. Tell them what you need, how to rebalance, how to get a rebirth here in your life. And then ask them to start dropping you signs and signals, or like maybe literally dropping you fucking money. Okay? Or resources or people. Call on them for anything and everything. And I want to remind you guys that like, if you're calling on your loved one in spirit for help and support, just remember that we each all have our own abundance, okay? So if you ask for something, it's not like you're taking away from somebody else somewhere else in the world, okay? So ask for what you need. Don't be afraid to ask. Here's what I would say the exchange should be, okay, if you're working with spirit. Just make sure it's not all take, because you wouldn't appreciate that, right? So make sure that maybe the counterbalance to this too, working more with spirit, letting them help you, letting them guide you, is maybe also too, what was something that was important to your loved one? Like, I don't know, maybe your grandma loved sea manatees. I don't know. Maybe she loves sea cows, all right? And she's passed and you miss her fucking terribly. And you've been asking her for help to get you a new job that really resonates for you. And maybe you got something that came in this week, okay? Maybe you decided to say yes and work with her. You're letting this happen and you're working consciously, you know what I mean? And something comes through. Even if it doesn't come through, maybe just as a way to say thank you, or when it comes through, whatever works for you. Maybe donating some money to manatees or doing something for the manatees. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? Or maybe your grandfather passed and his most important thing was family and home, you know? And so when we're asking him maybe for financial help, maybe he was really good with finances. We're asking him for financial help. Look for the pennies, dimes, quarters, nickels. And then make sure you turn around and help grandma. Do you know what I mean? And make sure that she has what she needs. Bring her groceries this week or something. Do you see what I'm saying? And so like, just take care of what would be important to them. Take care of that too, because they're doing that for you as well. Fair? Okay. Anything else around love and relationships? Interesting. For some of you guys, there might be a mother figure this week. I don't know why temperance always kind of has a female feeling to me. It doesn't always, but for right now, it kind of does. For some of you guys this week, we might be dealing with a mother figure. She might be in the process of literally dying, or we're having to deal with the death process. You're going to have to work with the other people in your family. And for some of you, I'm sorry. Okay. You're going to have to work with the people in your family in order to get this thing rolling. How can we all get on the same page so that we can take care of mom? And listen to me. We need to do it this week. Do you hear me? Next week is fucking nuts communication wise. Do you hear me? Do it this week. So come the 3rd or that middle of the month, I'm looking at the 13th, 14th. We've got everything established. It's already clear. We know what we got this week, and we're able to move forward whenever those days show up, okay? Around work and career, man. For some of you guys, you're going to have to let something go. And it's literally, I know this feels like a Sophie's choice for some of you guys, but we've just got too many options on the table. We're going to have to let something go here. May it be towards your actual joy, or gives you a rebirth, or allows you to work with others, or in better cooperation with yourself. Please. Okay. I don't know why I want to say this around work and career. I feel like some of you guys are really pulling on Mother Mary this week. For some of you guys, if you guys are doing that, no, she's the heavy hitter. That's the person I would call upon to fuck shit up. Especially if shit's been fucking you up. All right. That's who they call on to end the exorcisms, y'all. Not Jesus, Mary. You want to deal with the Mother of God? No thanks. Do you know what I'm saying? So, if you fuck up with her, you're done, son. So some of you guys are working with Mother Mary this week, and you guys are maybe even too that like the Muerte. Why am I hearing Muerte? Death? I know that there's a death version of Mother Mary, I think. I think that's in the Mexican culture. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you guys might be dealing or working with that entity this week around work and career. Finances are going to be coming in your way. Again, for some of you guys, work with spirit, okay, to bring in the opportunities, the money, the slow rolling stuff that's been coming in. Something beautiful is changing here. For some of you guys that are looking for work this week, your prayers will be answered, okay? And so maybe we got to leave one work. Maybe you got to give 3 weeks to one work, or give yourself around 3 weeks to move into the next job, okay? But yeah, there's going to be a death here, and it's going to be a reemergence with temperance. And again, this is going to be a much better, they're going to pay you, okay? What you motherfucking deserve. God bless. Because I don't think the other place did. And maybe maybe somebody that we knew from the old place got a job somewhere. Or maybe somebody we knew from another job opportunity lets us know that there's another job somewhere else this week. And we're able to like leave that old bullshit behind and move towards this new opportunity going forward. I'm just saying, for card pile number 2, watch for the signs and signals this week from Spirit, because it's going to be popping the fuck off. This is going to be really fucking good. And if any of you guys find coins, please know that this is a sign and symbol from Spirit letting you know. Give the fear and the worry about finances over to them. Focus on what you can do in this situation, okay? It's also pennies from heaven and saying hello. Around health. Y'all, some of you would rather die than deal with fucking health shit. Can you please make it stop? That's very dramatic. All right. Coming from the queen of drama herself. Okay. It's very dramatic. Just get to the fucking doctor. Jesus. It's one of the worst things I get from loved ones coming through in spirit is like, I could have done something to help myself, or I should have taken care of myself. Health is your wealth. We just came out of Virgo season. Your health is your fucking wealth. Get to the fucking doctor. I feel like Spirit's literally been calling you to get to the fucking doctor. And for some of you guys, check your fucking skin. That's the second group now that I'm saying that to you. Check your fucking skin. I'm also looking at all of your systems working holistically. We need to have, okay, we'll get, This is the health section, okay? We want our health working holistically. So I'm talking about my emotional, my spiritual, and my physical. All three of them. We need to take care of all three, babes. Not just one. That's not good. If you've got three broken parts on a tripod, are you just going to fix one? Because that doesn't make sense. You're going to want all three so that bitch can stand up. Okay. There's that. Anything else for health? Maybe too, there was somebody here that passed from a health issue that absolutely has your butt back in gear. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to pass from that. This person has inspired me to not live my life that way. Or I don't know, maybe you started watching my 600-pound life and you're like, you know what? Fuck. I can't do this no more. I got to take care of myself. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe you tried climbing a mountain or going swimming or going to the beach and you're like, I'm not feeling my best here. Something happened here, and so an old way of doing things has got to fucking go. And I've got to say yes to this new balance in my life. Bring things back into balance with your fucking health. Quit taking yourself to the brink. There's that. Guys, for anything else this week, let go what's got to be let go of. If you got baggage that you're carrying around, all you're doing is holding yourself back. Work in cooperation with others, please. I'm begging you. And especially, I swear to God, card pile number 2, if you don't work with spirit this week, you are missing a beautiful, grand, incredible, miracle opportunity to move forward in your life in a way that makes sense, where you can actually leave bullshit behind and start to cultivate what it is that you actually want in your life right now. Please, I'm begging you. Work with your people in spirit. Work better in cooperation with yourself. This is about mending fences here and making things better. Okay? Work with your loved ones in spirit. Get a hold of the people that bring you peace, love, joy, and that bring a balance to your system, and work with them, especially if there's been a falling out or some kind of bullshit here. How can we come back to the table and work better as a team? What's the goal that we need to have in mind so that we've got this thing to work towards? You guys fucking got this. You hear me? This is a massive week for card pile number 2. You better call on your grandpap in spirit. I'm going to come kick your ass. All right? All right. So interesting, some of these court cards this week. All right. You guys, card pile number 3. Hi, babes. All right, you got some interesting cards here. Your first one is the Queen of Wands. This is a court card. It's usually about talking about a person coming on the scene to fuck shit up or to be helpful. I like her. We'll get to that in a minute. You guys got a major arcana card. Major change, major evolution, major moving forward. You got the motherfucking Hermit. And then finally, you guys got the 7 of Cups. It's the mundane, everyday card. But we'll talk about that in a second, too. All right. Queen of Wands. Again, this is a court card. I think it's interesting this week. Card pile number 1 got the King of Wands. Card pile number 3 got the Queen of Wands. So we got a pair here, a pair of dummies. That's for fucking sure. I mean, that's for fucking sure. Okay. I would say here for the Queen of Wands, she's going to be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Either have that in her top 3 placements. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising. Innermost planets, I'm looking at Venus, Mercury, Mars. We're going to have heavy fire placements within the chart. Again, this woman is, man, this woman, she is a bright star in the sky. All right. Is it lava that keeps her alive? Or is it rage? Is it just plain passion? Who knows? But let me tell you what, she's the hottest of all the queens and she'll fight you in the streets about it. All right. This woman's got a heart. She's got a big heart. I think she wants to save and protect people. She has a hard time hearing no. So boundaries sometimes have to be established with her. I think it's important to know with the Queen of Wands too, that like, she's fiery, she's passionate. She can't work for others. She's got to work for herself. So you will traditionally find her in positions of power or being the boss or the one in charge. I want to say too, there's also a lot of times a sunflower with this card. So that does talk about a spiritual element with this female as well, that she might actually have spiritual gifts, just maybe even just more connected into her intuition. But I want to say with the Queen of Wands here, she's not somebody that you fuck with. This is somebody you go to war with, not against. She's got fire and passion. Look, man, she's the road dog. Like ride or die is what I'm saying with the Queen of Wands, because that's the way that she feels about it. This is all passion. This is all fire. This is good energy. Now, on the rough side, she can have a motherfucking temper. And again, she doesn't hear no very well. So again, we might have to have boundaries here. I want to say too, she doesn't have much time or patience. So if you're going to waste her time, you're going to die in a fiery ball of shit. Okay? She will personally blast you with her baby dragons. Whether that be what she calls her fists or she actually has real dragons, whatever the fuck. The Queen of Wands, I just wouldn't fuck with her. She knows what she wants and she's gonna go fucking get it. She is the initiator. So if this is somebody coming on the scene this week, we might be having to deal with an important female, all right? That's fiery, hot, passionate. She doesn't like hearing no. She's very intense. She's powerful, but she is loving and kind. She's very protective of the ones that she loves, and she is loyal to a fucking fault. She is able to be present. She's able to be here with us. She's sitting and staring at us in our eyeballs, okay? So she's very present. She's very aware. Even if she doesn't seem like it, she knows what the fuck's going on. There's that. Maybe that's also to that spiritual element. Now, with the Hermit, this is interesting because this card is very much a loner card. This is my sad boy card. Okay. What was that song I did with the Hermit? The Lonesome Loser. I fucking love that song. The Hermit here, though, it really does kind of talk about a really difficult... We got to go... It's a dark night of the soul. We got to go on a journey. And it's not like the Star. In a kind of a way the Hermit is, but like... With the Star, we can have other people, or eventually there's reward and recognition with the Star. With the Hermit here, there is something really sparkly and beautiful guiding him through the dark night of the soul, but what is that for you is the question that I always put out there. What is that thing guiding you through the dark night of the soul? What brought us to this place in the first place, and what's kind of guiding us through this so that we can make it through? So what's that hope? What's that dream? What's that light that's calling you forward? And I would say with the Hermit here, eventually it would lead to the healed. But there's a call here to go 0 dark 30. Shut the fuck up. Okay? We got to meditate. We got to think about things. We really got to sit down and focus on what the fuck is at hand. And so we got to go by ourselves for a hot minute, okay? If all that water around him too, like that's splashy fucking water, okay? So that's rocky stuff. Emotionally, we're having a difficult time. Maybe this feels like we've hit rock bottom in some way, shape, or form, okay? And so again, the Hermit's just asking us, what is this thing that's guiding you through or helping you to live right now or showing you the way? What's the way guider? What's that light that's guiding you through this? The Hermit also stands for the number 9. So there's going to be a reference around the 9th of a month, but I also read these like the months. So I'm looking towards the month of September. So there might be a callback, or here to the last couple days here, the last week of September is going to be very important. All right, and then finally, guys, we got the 7 of Cups. And so this card talks about being overwhelmed. I mean, look at all those fucking options in front of me. He's like, I don't fucking know. Don't choose the severed head, sir. Okay? If I have any kind of, pulling power here, please don't go for the severed head. Unless we're trying to make a statement. All right? Although, if you were thinking of a gift for the Queen of Wands, I would say maybe a skull, or skull head, or skull cup, or skull bowl. I mean, I'm just saying. Most of those women would love that. I'm just saying. Yay. May it represent the enemies, you know what I mean, that you've had to overcome. All right, with that being said. 7 of Cups just feels overwhelmed. This can also talk about like daydreaming and thinking about stuff, kind of getting lost in reverie, having a hard time around what's reality and what's not. But for the most part, 7 of Cups is just overwhelmed, confusion, not knowing what to choose, kind of daydreaming here, escaping reality for a hot fucking minute. And again, with the number 7, let's give a reference here around the 7th of the month, or I'm going to reference the month of July. July and September are going to be interesting, or the 7th and the 9th are going to be very interesting here. Now, for some of you guys, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, this would be a yes to a personal journey of getting rid of all the external bullshit, especially if this is a female watching this right now, getting rid of all the external bullshit so that you can hear yourself fucking think. Because there's too much external shit going on. There's too many things happening. You've got too much stuff at your fingertips. You need to sit down and focus on what it is that you want and where your passion's at. Do you fucking hear me? I would say this would be a no this week to trying to work with others. Because the Hermit here is like, we got to have alone time. We got to go. We got to be shut the fuck up and take care of things. We got too many options. We got to sit down and focus is essentially what it's saying. Okay. So no more distractions. You got to sit down and do your fucking work. I know. Tell me to go fuck myself. All right. Fuck you, Sarah. Maybe I do want the severed head. Well, then have fun with your fucking severed head. Okay. Again, if you're looking for gift ideas, I'm just saying, as a strong Aries lady, I happen to have a skull collection. Whatever. Whatever. All right, if we're looking around love and relationships this week, I feel like the female in this situation, she had enough. If there is some dude, if there is a guy or another female interested in the strong female Queen of Wands this week, and if you're thinking about going and giving another offer, you need to just stop. Full fucking stop. She needs a break. So just know she will be choosing herself. That's very important to hear for somebody. She will be choosing herself. And I think she's sick of the bullshit. I think she's sick of the games. And that whatever options were on here around this relationship, none of them were real. It was all smoke and mirrors. Maybe it's what she's feeling. Okay. There's something else that's carrying her through, though. I would just say this week, she needs to make her own decisions. She's got to do her own thing. She's got too many options on the table. And if you're thinking about adding another option, you're just going to be another option. That's it. You need to hear that. Okay. Or again, if we've had maybe a period of separation, especially with the Hermit here, with an important female here, with the Queen of Wands, for some of you guys this week, I think it's very interesting because, yeah, she's all by herself in this, where she might be choosing herself and trying to heal and just trying to meditate and think on stuff and find what the reality is within the situation. Yeah, if you're wondering how somebody felt about you, she's taking time for herself and she's got to figure out what's real and what's not. Maybe you presented something here that wasn't real or true, or maybe there was some kind of lie or something got brought to light and she's got to sit down and figure out what the fuck is best for herself. And that also, too, if you're female and that resonates for you, you need to sit down and think about, get all the distractions the fuck away from you so that you can think best for you. Again, there might be a reference back to the month of July, around the 7th of a month, back to the month of September, maybe not even this year, maybe last September, or maybe this September was really important. Interesting. Around love and relationships. For some of you guys this week, there's been a really important female on your mind. I don't know whether this is a friend, a loved one, a mother figure, whoever the fuck this is. You're worried that this person's all by themselves. Maybe you haven't heard from them in a while. Maybe you've been having dreams about them or you've been picking up intuitive pings. I would absolutely get a hold of them and just make sure that they're okay. You hear me? Okay. I think for some of you guys this week, some of you guys might have to walk away from a Queen of Wands. Okay, around love and relationships. Again, there might just be too many options. Or it just feels like maybe she's got too many options and she's not focusing on you. I do want to say, though, somebody's wondering what somebody feels about somebody. I do want to say here, this Queen of Wands has been thinking about somebody. Has definitely been having daydreams. I don't know if they're positive, because again, I'm seeing a severed head. And I got the Hermit. Okay. These might be murder fantasies, but like, she's been daydreaming, dreaming about somebody. Maybe you have been dreaming about her. There's somebody showing up in somebody's dreams. I'm telling you what the fuck. Maybe they're fear dreams where she keeps walking away or she keeps leaving. Listen, if you're dreaming about a female this week and you're worried about her, genuinely, it's not just for you kind of bullshit, okay? Like, then actually get a hold of her, please, okay? Just make sure that she's all right. Anything else around love and relationships? Yeah, we might have to walk away from an important female this week with the Queen of Wands. Maybe just too much has happened or we need to go sit down and think. Maybe she brought to forefront something we really need to sit down and think about, or brought up extra options we didn't consider. And we need to sit down and consider what our options are and what path we're going to take. And this is not going to be easy. Whatever path we choose, it's not going to be easy. And so whatever choice we have to make this week, we have to sit down and you've got to, I'm begging you, think about yourself and what's the most important thing that's guiding you through this. You have to let that guide you through. Whatever that North Star is, listen to it and let it guide you through. Interesting. Okay, around work and career. We might be working by ourselves this week. We might be choosing to work by ourselves this week. Okay. Again, we maybe have too many options, so we've got to sit down and really focus on what's most important to us here. What are we in the midst of doing? What's the most important thing right now? And I know things feel a little out of balance for some of us with career and work, but like you have to choose yourself. Maybe some of you guys are even getting a job this week that allows you to work from home. Maybe that's one of the options. And I think that you should absolutely fucking consider that. I know I'm yelling at you. I don't mean to, okay? But I'm just saying, we might get some word this week, okay? That might be one of our options. I hope that you take it. It might be a little bit lonely. It might be hard not to see everybody every day, but I think we kind of need this time to really sit down and decide for ourselves what we want to do. Because for some of you guys, you're even thinking about starting your own business. Maybe this is a transitionary time between working for corporate or another business and trying to own your own. And again, we got a lot of options. We need to sit down, take some quiet, shut the fuck up time so that we can really hone in on what's important to us here. No more daydreaming, no more bullshit. What's real, so I can follow that fucking path. Yeah, for some of you guys in career, an important female is going to be taking time out. Just give her a hot second. She'll be back. Okay, with work and career. She might just have to prioritize something else right now that's calling to her that might be sad or difficult or hard that she's got to figure out. Then she'll be able to come back to the fold and really help with something real here or be a part of something real. Let her go this week. She will be back. All right. I can't say that for all the love and relationships, though. I can say that for career, and I don't know why. But I just want to say that she will be back. Okay? Anything else around career and work? Yeah, guys, if you've got options this week, choose yourself and what really speaks to you. Not all those options, not all that glitters is gold. So really look into them. Really do go get quiet and do your fucking research. Okay, meditate on it, do your research, intuitively feel out what the fuck you got to do next. Around health. Yeah, there's an important female here. I feel like we got to check on important female in our life for some of us. We haven't heard from her for a minute. We need to check on her, okay? She's been quiet for too long. So let's go make sure everything's okay, please. For some of us, we need to get to therapy, my loves. We're handling too much. Or for some of us this week, you've been handling too much on your own, and I'm worried about your GI tract. If you're having stomach problems, we all know the hot girls have stomach problems, okay? But like, you don't have to have stomach problems, all right? For the most part, all right? This is like really a GI issue, or like you got celiacs or something else is going on, okay. You obviously can't help that. I'm making jokes over here. But like, if you're able, if you know you're lactose intolerant and you're down in Rocky Road every night, you're going to shit yourself, babe. I don't know what to tell you. You're playing poop roulette. Nobody wins. Okay. Is what I want to say. All right. Okay. Look at your health. Look at your choices. All right. Look at your choices. Something might be coming up this week for us. We might have a couple health issues on the table for some of us this week. And we got to take a moment to really get serious about it, okay? You might be getting a second chance here. This might be another opportunity to help and heal yourself. This might be the last chance, okay? Don't let this time pass. It's going to pass anyways. Choose to do something with it to help yourself. Initiate. We might have to fight for a cause this week or fight to get surgery. Some of you guys might be fighting with maybe a female doctor, looking at your options, or maybe she's bringing towards you a bunch of different options and you just feel overwhelmed by it. Go with the female or go with the person that like, she knows what the fuck she's doing. Go for the queen is what I want to say. Or again, that fire energy, this Queen of Wands, especially if we're looking for a surgeon or an acupuncturist. I feel like we're going for a female this week. Okay. And we might, again, have multiple options here, but I feel like she's the right one, or she keeps calling to us in some way, shape, or form. Say yes. Around health. For some of you guys might be going through perimenopause or menopause. We might be having hot flashes and issues. We might feel like we're alienated from our loved ones and we're having mental health issues too. 7 of Cups is saying you're overwhelmed, babe. We either need to ask for help, we need to delegate this to others, or we just can only take on what we take on. And we need to understand what our restrictions are right now or what our boundaries are right now. Okay. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is say no. And I know she doesn't want to hear that, okay? Maybe we don't want to say it, but like we can only handle so much. So please don't make yourself sick trying to help other people. That literally goes against the point. Do what you can, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. Please. Guys, for anything else this week, I mean that. It's been a reoccurring theme with card pile number 3. Put yourself first. Not like in front of your children or, you know, or like these other things that are important that you have to take care of, but like quit putting yourself last is what I'm saying, okay? Maybe that's a better way to put it. Quit putting yourself last. At least be second or third for the love of God. You know, because again, a lot of us have extenuating circumstances. We've got to take care of kids, or maybe we've got like somebody with disabilities or health issues that we have to take care of. Make yourself a priority. You have to this week. Your mental health is suffering. Your physical body is suffering. That goes for male, female. I don't care what the fuck you show up as, okay? Like alien, lizard, I don't give a fuck, okay? Like, whatever you identify, babes. Like, you've got to take care of yourself and please choose you and your health. Or whatever the fuck it is that is calling to you right now. Like, the only way to get through the confusion is to get quiet, to get by yourself, and to have a come to Jesus moment. It's fucking time, babes. All right. I know you guys probably want to punch me on that one. I love you guys, though. Just remember the Queen of Wands. She don't give no fucks. She's going to do what the fuck she's going to do. But let me tell you what. When she chooses herself and she's doing this in an embodied, beautiful way, she becomes a leader for others to look up towards. Okay? So just know that whatever choices we make, card pile number 3, around our health, our healing, love, and relationships, it's not just about you. All right, but in the best way possible. Other people will be looking towards you, or you become a mentor, maybe in some way, shape, or form, to some of the people within your family. But first, you got to take care of yourself and choose you. Okay? Okay. All right, you guys, middle fingers for no, cough for yes. I hope to God any and all of that made sense. Let me know how the fuck it was for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you always for giving me this place, this purpose, just everything, you guys. I fucking love you guys so much. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be with you guys. I did this extra long because I missed out on like the last 3 weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know how the fuck it was for you guys. And I'll talk with you guys soon. I love you guys. Bye.